Hello everyone, welcome to Startup Scene on Uplift TV. I'm Agnes, your host. Today we are diving into an issue that's affecting so many of us, unemployment. We are privileged to have Mr. Emmanuel Wine from Young Professional Business Network with us to share his insights and strategies on tackling this challenge. But before I start, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and turn on notification for more exciting content. Mr. Emmanuel, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Agnes, for having me here.
It's been long. Hope everything is good on your
Everything is
side.
well with the grace of the Almighty. You're doing well on your side.
I'm also good.
We thank God.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Emmanuel, in your view, what's the primary causes of youth unemployment?
Well, the number one thing that I see as a number one cause of unemployment is that before I even speak to that, what is the whole concept of unemployment? Unemployment is basically people not having the opportunity to gain material possession of whatever they want is in the issue of unemployment. So unemployment basically thrives on people not having the ability to meet their financial needs. It's all about finances matter that we are talking about here. Employment is only a vehicle through which people can meet their financial need. So when we talk about unemployment, we are talking about people having the avenue to meet their financial needs. Let's answer it this way. When you take away the employment factor and you have the opportunity to make money without going, would you not do it? You do it.
Mm.
So what is it? The power to have the control over your life through the means that you are looking at for is what we're talking about here. So unemployment in Ghana, to me, it's not a matter of whether there are jobs or there are no jobs. If there are no jobs, what is causing the lack of jobs to be there? If there are jobs, what is it happening? Unemployment to me is the absence of inner energy, the absence of the motivation on the part of the Ghanaian youth to create the necessary avenue, either for himself or through created avenues, for him to come to the place where he meets his financial needs. So to me, most of the Ghanaian youth, most of the Ghanaian aged people have lost the motivation even in life to win in life. So when you meet a typical Ghanaian and you ask him, what are you looking for in life? When I get what I want to eat, what I want to put my head, I'm okay. Minya die medie, minya die mesha, I'm okay. That is a clear example of the lack of motivation that we don't have as a youth in our nation today. So to me, the unemployment situation, the absence of the financial targets that we are unable to meet in our life is a clear example of loss of energy towards meeting our target or our goals as a result of historical manifestations of things that has happened in Ghana, or maybe things people don't have hope for. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you say, what caused the lack of motivation? If that's the cause of unemployment, so what's the source of that lack of motivation?
Thank you so much for your question. I completed my first degree in UCC
Yeah.
2011. By the time I completed university, people were already complaining that there was unemployment.
Mm.
Yes. So when I look back at my life, there was the strong nature of unemployment created in my mind and in my heart because I heard people talking about it. The people who came also were talking about it. So I feel it's over time, the continuous struggles that the Ghanaian has gone through has brought him to the place where he has developed resistance towards employment. He doesn't have the energy to create it. So check it. At a certain time, there are no jobs being created in Ghana. Entrepreneurs don't have the energy again. For example, check the number of jobs, banks, institutions that collapse in Ghana as compared to the number of jobs that are created. Would you have the energy to create more business if you were in that position? Yeah, that's it. So the more people are not creating jobs, the more people don't have the energy to create jobs, then unemployment is coming. So I feel it's a trajectory of events, whether through government or through social factors or through whatever thing has made the youth not have the energy again to create the opportunities or even to go to work or even create new work.
That's so true. So, Mr. Wine, what practical steps can young professional and entrepreneurs take to start their own ventures, their own businesses?
Yes. Thank you so much. Every blessing that comes to us are mostly adversities in disguise. That is the first word. For example, when you look at any problem that has ever been created in the world, has actually either been a blessing to some people or a curse to some people. Let me take classic examples of problems and let's talk about it. Let's take the problem of doomsday. When doomsday started hitting us in 2008, in 2001, 2002, there was doomsday when Jacob was president. 2008, the issue of doomsday started coming up again. 2012, it became 2014 became a major issue. Do you know that when doomsday was quote unquote killing people's businesses, some people too made millions through doomsday? How? It's because they saw the opportunity to sell diesel. Let's take another incident of a massive blow that hit the entire universe in 2019, 2020, February. What was that?
COVID.
COVID, lockdown. They put all of us indoors. I know friends and partners who made millions during COVID. How? Somebody had already bought almost 10 containers of nose masks and he had already kept the nose mask there to sell it to um, hospitals. And they were not buying them. So he said, okay, let me keep them in the warehouse and sell them as and when the hospitals need them. When the lockdown came, they went to this same person, give me, my friend is a Nigerian. He sold almost 10 containers of nose masks and he made millions. And he said the COVID made him so much money. Anybody who sold sanitizer, anybody who sold nose mask, anybody who sold vitamin C, anybody who sold injections made so much money.
So true.
Before the advent of lockdown, Zoom was not doing much. It was not doing well. But during the lockdown, after lockdown, Zoom is one of the most visited and most patronized platforms in the world. Why? It's because they saw a blessing in adversity. Number one, for youth in Ghana to start making better in this area, we must begin to change our mind. We must begin to change our thinking and begin to see blessing in every opportunity, blessing in every disguise. Instead of becoming critics, we should rather look at the positivity of every side. Those of us who go to church and read the Bible, he says, as a man thinketh in his heart, can I take water?
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Nobody has sponsored us for this podcast. Sorry. He says that in Proverbs. He says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So when we as you begin to change our line of thinking, and we begin to rearrange how we see things, when we begin to find the energy, the inner zest, the inner enthusiasm, that no matter the situation, no matter the challenge I face, I'm going to be the solution to my country. I'm going to create something that will solve the problem that Ghana is facing. I am the genius Ghana is waiting for. I'm telling you, we are going to become that solution. That is, to me, what the Ghanaian youth need to find. A change of mentality, a change of mindset, a change of attitude. When you're done interviewing me, interview some CEOs. Ask them the challenge that they are facing with Ghanaian youth. You employ the Ghanaian youth and he comes to work and he's holding the phone and he's pressing the phone all day long, he's doing nothing.
So true.
After he's done pressing the phone all day long, I feel the same thing. Just last 2 weeks, I employed somebody to come and work in my business. When she comes, all that she's on is on Instagram, it's on Snapchat. And after everything, she went home for almost about 2 weeks. She said she was sick. I said, no problem, you can go home. She came back in 2 weeks' time. She sent a message that said, I'm waiting for my salary. Salary for what? After pressing phone and going home for 2 weeks, she said, I'm expecting full salary. I'm like, wow. No wonder people don't have the motivation. The motivation is gone. Find that thing. Change your mind. Begin to see that, okay, what's the problem that we are facing now? The problem we are facing now is the issue of importation. Importation is a major problem causing unemployment in Ghana. What can I do? Look through the whole budget of Ghana. In the budget structure of Ghana, what is the number one thing Ghana is important? Ask yourself, how many young people in our generation take time to go and watch State of the Nation's address? How many of us watch the finance minister read budget? But do you know that the budget that is being read for 3 hours by the finance minister, either Sekpe or Ken Oforiatta or anybody else who comes to read it, that is how or where the nation is going to spend money. But the young people don't care. I have people who I consult for. They call me and they say, Dr. Bohan, can you do an analysis on how government is going to put expenditure in these areas? Do you know how much government gave to the cultivation of onions? In this year's State of the Nation address and budget, government allocated $70 million to the cultivation of onions.
Wow.
Government allocated money for the cultivation of other vegetables. The importation of vegetables and other food products in Ghana is more than $2 billion. $2 billion. The government made provision for that. Nobody go to the government and say that we need money for this thing that has been done. So where does the money go? It goes somewhere. You know why? The youth are not motivated enough within to tell ourselves that we are going to take things by ourselves and bring the solution to the areas that we want. That to me is what is lacking. The billionaire who called my firm, that we should consult for them in the area of the government budget. Two people. Do you know what they do? They said, Dr. Warren, what did the government say about? One of them is into, I will not say it.
Okay, but Mr. Ima,
Thank you.
I want us to thank you for the well answered question because I only learned something myself. But I want us to move to your. I know you're part of the young professional,
Yeah.
yes. So I wanted to ask, how does the young professional support the young people in business? Or how do they also find opportunities for them?
Thank you so much. We did recently, I think in the month of April, pitch to an investor, which again we identified people who have made it in life in Ghana, and they are willing to commit funds to support people. Where people come there, you pitch your business, investors are watching. If they like it, they invest. Currently, we've done over 1 million Ghana cedis in terms of investment into other businesses, which we are proud of it. Some of them we not, but at the end of the day, I think we're doing well. We still open our doors for anybody who wants to pitch to an investor. And like I said, if you are to look at some of the pitches some of the young people brought, you look at that and you see that this is, say, a graduate who has brought this pitch. The average Ghanaian graduate cannot even write a simple pitch, elevator pitch to an investor. We are not here to mark or to criticize. We are here to guide. Young professionals is guiding you have a niche for your business. We are guiding you find the potential investor for your business. We are guiding you find a potential foreign buyers, attract foreign investors to whatever thing that you're producing. And again, we are guiding you find the market and the necessary connections in Ghana that will help you also push your businesses forward. So that is what we're doing. I think we're doing well. We're doing well. Yes.
So how do you emphasize on the personal growth of young people in business?
Let's take the top 10 rich people the world has provided that we know. Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Michael Bernardanu. Let's take all of them. What do they have in common? Reading, nourishment of the mind. You are no different from how you think. What you think is what you become. Warren Buffett says that he reads 700 to 800 pages a day. A day. And that he makes smart decisions. Warren Buffett is not going about like, again, the typical Ghanaian who thinks that his financial problems are demonic or his financial problems are church related. He go to church and we disturb God a lot and we say family altars are disturbing. You know, we dumb. It's not family altar. It's up there.
So true.
Take Bill Gates. Bill Gates at the beginning of almost every year is exhibiting the books that he's going to read to nourish his mind in terms of thinking. Let's take that autistic boy who mesmerizes my imagination. Elon Musk. Elon Musk was born autistic. If Elon Musk were to be in Ghana, with all due respect to you and your listeners, we would have rejected Elon Musk, that Elon Musk was born a waterlogged child with a waterlogged brain and he can't talk. Go away. What did he do? He challenged the status quo and he decided to study. He started to read sci-fi, scientific fictional books. He saw the EV cars in there. He saw the rockets going up. He saw the impact that Nikola Tesla has tried to make, and now he's making it. That guy is now super rich with his partnership with Donald Trump and his ascendancy into presidency down. He's made it. Let me end this point with a quote again from the Bible. 3 John 1 2. 3 John 1 2. He said, Beloved, I wish above everything that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. What is your soul? Your soul's prosperity is in the mind. The Bible never blamed our financial lack on any demon, but he blamed it upon us, our responsibility. That is what I think the Ghanaian youth needs now. Go back to it. Read about entrepreneurs who think that they inspire you. Get to know of their story. Get to know of the Aliko Dangote story. Get to know of the Kasaprekuman story. Get to know of Anita Eskin. You're telling me about her story. Get to know of Kwame Despai's story. Get to know of the UT story. I'm personally motivated by the UT man Kofi Amobin because one day I have a dream of opening a bank
Oh,
myself. Have you listened to Kofi Amobin? Kofi Amobin is an honest brother. I say brother because we share common fraternity. Why don't you listen to him? He tells the truth as it is. He tells his failures as it is. So I feel that the story of every successful, the secret of every successful man is in the story. If you will pay attention and listen to them and follow their path, I'm sure we're going to make it big and bigger. And they are
so
there. They are
true.
still alive to guide us.
So true. But please, before we go, I wish we had more time to talk more about this topic. But I want you to look into the camera and advise the young people out there who are still in the job search. I want you to advise them on how, let me see, to motivate them. Yes,
Okay.
those in a job search and in the entrepreneurial journey. I want you to advise them before we go.
Hello, young people. I'm told to advise you. I wonder what advice I should advise you. Stop looking without. That's my advice to you. If you look at the circumstances and things surrounding you, your heart will be broken. You'll be demotivated when you look at the dollar rate and things going on. But I'm telling you, deep inside of your soul, the solution you're looking for is right there within you. Were you born to search for a job or you were born to create jobs? Take an honest approach at your own life. Begin to look at yourself. What is that number one thing that you can do? I believe that the world is not rewarding us for our certificates that we have been printed for us. The world will reward us for what we contribute towards the contribution of this nation. And I believe that there's so much ingenuity and creativity on the inside of the Ghanaian youth that wants to come out. Take time and find it and give to Ghana what you can do and do best. There was John F. Kennedy who said, don't ask what can your nation do for you. Ask what you can do for your nation. Look at the whole spectrum of problems that Ghana is facing. And if you can identify a solution for one of them, you are a billionaire. That is my advice for you. Find a solution to a problem that we are already facing. God bless you. Thank you so much, Lady Agnes.
So invaluable insight
Thank
and
you.
advice. I think tackling unemployment is no small achievement, but
Sure.
determination and support from women like yours.
Sure.
We hope for a positive change.
Sure.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching us. And to my team, thank you so much for bringing this show to life. Your efforts are truly appreciated. And to Mirror Glam, thank you so much for my makeup. Guys, don't forget to follow us on all social media platform at Neoflix TV. Also, don't forget to share your thoughts on this show in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.